Besides depth, we know that the depth is an issue, but is there anything else that can trip them up?
I mean, like obviously Porzingis being hurt, that's whatever. We don't need to get into that. I would say Porzingis and touches, and Jaylen Brown and touches, and I guess maybe even Tatum and touches. Like, is everybody fine reducing their usage? And you got four guys that are all-star caliber players. They're all cool, but that they're not going to touch the ball as much as they want. Can they? And maybe they can. I mean, that's the thing. It's like, can they keep this offense flowing enough? Can Missoula do a good job of being like in a timeout, being like, we got to get this guy the ball, that guy the ball for a few possessions? And then can they figure that out in crunch time? I mean, a huge part of why they needed Porzingis was their crunch time offense has been really inconsistent in this kind of like JB, JT era because they devolve into ISO and it's mostly, off the bounce perimeter ISO and not out of the posts, stuff like that, not out of like, operating off the, top of the arc, stuff like that. Just a lot of guys just like out on the elbow trying to cross each other up. And they're bringing in Porzingis, so they have a post guy. Tatum has been really playing out of the post. They're trying to have more variety to their offense. So if that happens, like they can be the best team in the NBA. If they get stale, things can really fall apart.
See, my concern with them, as always, as great of a player as I think Marcus Smart is, like to me, and obviously I'm a bit like a lot of this cropped up during the 2022 finals. Is they need somebody to just grab the ball and be like, yo, I got this. Here's what we're doing. Everybody calm down.
All right.
Everybody calm down. And I feel like Drew is more of that guy than Marcus Smart because Marcus Smart, even though like he's obviously an intelligent player and is a good point guard, like he does get emotionally wound up and you can kind of lose yourself in that, but they need somebody who can everybody be cool. And I wonder, like Drew Holiday is such a good dude that I feel like he's gonna win them over in that way, right? But he still has to do it. And Tatum and Brown, like these dudes have been in these moments, man. They're comfortable with the rock. They feel so good about what they can do, rightfully so, right? And Drew just say, "Hey, everybody, be easy. I got the ball. We're gonna run this, and this is how we're gonna roll. Like I got this. Trust me." So if Drew can be that for them, to me that's like if they had that, they'd probably have 2 championships now. It's just that little bit of difference. Like don't Jalen, this is not the time to go ISO and drive left. Like yo, give me the rock. Everybody come on now. That's what they needed. That's what they needed when it was against Steph. And Steph's going crazy. It's like, all right, everybody, we good. Like no antics, no silly stuff. We're just going to play good defense. We're going to play smart basketball. If they just let Drew be that for them, because Drew is a good dude, and they'll love him enough to where it'd be like, all right, Drew, we got you. To me, that's the difference between a championship and not for them. But that's why I feel good about the Celtics, because, man, if that's the case, and you got Tatum, and you got Brown, and you got KP, and you got somebody who could play point guard, you know what I'm saying? Like that's got to be exciting. But to me, that's the only thing to trip them up. If they end up not having that, then it's gonna be who's got the last shot. You had it last time, I got it this time. They're all so capable, which is the problem, right? Like normally in this situation, it's clear who don't want the ball and who does. Jared, you've seen it, right? Where it's like, yeah, you good until it's time with the game. They got dudes who've like really hit them shots and really, so it's like, yo, Tatum, you really can do it. Jaylen Brown, you really can do it. So
what did Tatum say after Game 6? Humbly, I'm one of the best basketball players in the world.
He really paused on that humbly, though. He really emphasized that humbleness before he said that.
I mean, if there's a way to declare your greatness humbly, like that's how you do it.
Well, one thing I'll give JT credit for, there was like this clip that went viral years back where he said, like, whenever I have a fresh cut, I'm top 5. And then like he was talking to Javonte Green. Javonte Green goes, top 5 what? And he goes, I don't know, top 5. And ever since Tatum has gotten like a fresh lineup more frequently, especially before a game, he's been like top 5 in MVP voting every year. So I think there's a direct correlation to his haircuts and his performance.